90% of people on this world stay average. 90%. You know how many people there are on this earth? And 90% of those people stay average. 90%, you know how many people that is? What are you going to do differently to be in that top 10% that don't stay average? That 10% that reach their full potential, that 10% that gets the job done, that gets their goals finished, that reaches their dreams. What are you going to do to be in that 10%? Or what are you not going to do to be in that 10%? That's your choice. That's your decision to make. You got to make that decision starting today. What are you going to do differently? The first thing is you cannot fall in the comfort zone trap. I talked about this before, like you have to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. You have to. The average people, they fear discomfort, they fear challenges, they avoid challenges, they avoid discomfort. That's what the average people do. But in our reality, bro, like growth requires pain, it requires failure, it requires uncertainty. Growth requires these things. But on the flip side of that, those are the things the average person avoids. If you avoid pain, if you avoid failure, if you avoid uncertainty, you're one of them average people. You're going to be one of them average people. No, don't be one of them average people. Be that person in the top 10% that pushes through the pain, that pushes through the failure, that pushes through the uncertainty, that likes uncomfortable situations because they know they're going to grow. Be that person. Don't be the person that avoids these things. These things are only making you better. These things are only building you to be the best version of yourself, to grow, to be where you want to be in life, to be successful. These things are pushing you to be there. So don't avoid them. Don't be the average person and avoid them. Go through them head on. Go through them head on. Endure them. Be comfortable in the uncomfortable situations. The second thing is you can't short-term think. A lot of people nowadays, they want this instant gratification. They want the reward tomorrow. They want to be there tomorrow instead of waiting for the reward at the end of the journey. Instead of the long-term reward, they want it now. They want instant gratification. They rather scroll on social media, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and see what everybody else doing and look at this person's success instead of investing in their own skills, instead of investing in their self, instead of improving themselves. They want that instant gratification right now. They want that instant pleasure right now. But you cannot think short term. You got to think long term. You got to think the long journey. That's what's going to get you to where you want to be, is a long journey. Not the journey that takes 2 days, not the journey that takes a week. It's the long journey. That's how you get where you want to be. There's a big difference between spending 2 hours on Netflix or spending 2 hours on TikTok or Twitter than spending 2 hours reading, spending 2 hours building your business, spending 2 hours networking. Think about the long journey. Don't think about the pleasure right now. That show is always going to be there. Instagram is always going to be there. TikTok's always going to be there. Twitter is always going to be there, or X, whatever it's called. That's always going to be there. But your opportunity to grow, your opportunity to get the job done is not always going to be there. Take advantage of it. Instead of spending 2 hours on social media, spend that 2 hours building yourself. Spend that 2 hours investing into yourself, investing into whatever you want to do. Spend that 2 hours on you. Spend that 2 hours building yourself, becoming the best version of yourself, working on yourself, building your business, posting content, whatever. Just don't spend it, with instant gratification. That's not doing nothing for you but helping you right now or making you happy right now. That's all it's doing. You got to think about the long journey. You got to think about the long term. Number 3 is like the average people lack discipline. They lack consistency. I talked about this a lot. Like, if you want to be average, bro, don't worry about discipline. Don't worry about consistency. But if you want to be in that top 10%, bro, you better master discipline and you better get consistent with whatever you're doing. Look at me, bro. Like, I know I don't have a lot of subscribers right now. I know that. But I'm consistent with my work. I'm posting every single day and I'm growing every single day. I've gained subscribers every single day. I've gained a lot just in this month, and we're only halfway through the month. Posting every day, I'm being consistent. I'm posting even when I don't want to. I'm being disciplined. That's going to help you grow. It's going to help you be in that top 10% that's not average, that is successful, that reaches their full potential. That's where you want to be. You don't want to be in that 90% that stay average. Master discipline, master consistency. Like I've always said, bro, motivation is going to fade. Inspiration is going to fade. But discipline is what keeps winners going. Discipline is what keeps the people who reach their full potential going. The successful people, that's what keeps them going, is discipline. Most people are going to give up when they don't get the result they want. Most people are going to give up when they don't get that instant gratification I was just talking about. They're going to give up when the results don't come fast, when they don't come in a week, when they don't get money overnight. They're going to give up. They don't want to be on that long journey. They don't want to be disciplined. They don't want to be consistent. They just want it to come right now. So the average people are going to give up when the results don't come fast. Don't be that average person. Be disciplined. Be consistent. Keep going even when you don't want to, because it's going to be a journey. It's going to be a long journey. That's why you can't think short term. It's gonna be a journey. Master discipline along that journey. Think about it like this: like if someone starts a fitness journey, they start going to the gym. They gonna quit after a month if they don't see abs. The average person is gonna quit after a month if they don't see progress. But the person in that top 10%, the person that is gonna reach their full potential, is gonna keep going even when they don't see progress. Because 6 months down the road, they're gonna be ripped. They're gonna have abs. They're gonna have an 8-pack, not even a 6-pack. They're gonna have an 8-pack. Don't give up. Be disciplined, because your success is one step away. Your breakthrough is one step away. Be disciplined. Don't be the average person that lacks discipline or that lacks consistency. Fourth thing is, bro, the average people, they fear judgment. They fear failure. All these points I've talked about before, but I've never put them in, this perspective. So I'm trying out a new perspective here. But like the average people, they fear judgment and they fear failure. Society wants people to fear standing out. They don't want people to be on their own. They don't want people to be different. They don't want people to stand out. They make you scared of judgment. They make you scared of failure. Those are all the average people. That's that 90%. But that 10% don't care about judgment. They don't care about failure. They embrace that judgment. They embrace that failure. They stand out. They go do whatever they want to do and they stand out. They don't care about what other people think about them. You're not supposed to care what other people think about them. Their thoughts don't matter. You don't even know these people. So why care about what they think about you? Only judgment that matters at the end of the day is God's judgment and your judgment. That's it. Don't care about what these people think. Don't care about how they judge you. That's just their opinion. It's not facts. It's not facts at all. That's just their opinion. The ones who succeed, that top 10%, they ignore these haters. They push through the embarrassment. They push through the failure. They push through the bad judgment. They stand out. That top 10% stand out. You're going to see somebody that's successful. You're going to see somebody that reached their full potential because they're not like everybody else. They don't care what these people think. They going about their day doing whatever they want, how they want. They don't care. That's that top 10%. That's that top 10% that reached their full potential. Be that person. Like a lot of people out here today, they always say they want to be content creators. They say they want to be YouTubers. But they don't start that YouTube channel. They don't start that TikTok because they fear criticism. They fear what other people think. Straight up, bro, you can't care what other people think. You can't. Just go out there and do whatever it is you want to do. Go start that YouTube channel. Go start that TikTok. Go start posting content. Don't care about the criticizers. Don't care about the haters. Because I'm just going to put it like this, bro. Like a hard worker is never going to hate on a hard worker. If that makes sense, bro, I'm going to say it again. A hard worker is never going to hate on a hard worker. An athlete's never going to hate on an athlete. A content creator is never going to hate on a content creator. A person who's putting in work every single day, a person who's disciplined, a person who's consistent is not going to hate on another person just like them. The people that hate are the people that want to be where you are. The people that hate are the people that are envious of you. Think about that. A hard worker is never going to hate on a hard worker. A person who stands out is never going to hate on another person who stands out. Just think about that. They're not going to criticize them. They're going to respect their work. They're going to respect their grind. They're going to respect their content creation. They're going to respect whatever they're doing because y'all on the same path. But a person who's less of you, a person who wants to be where you are, a person who's envious of you, are the people who's going to hate, are the people who's going to criticize. So why care about what those people think? Why care about their judgment about you? Just think about that, bro. Like, that's the best way I could put it. A hard worker is not going to hate on a hard worker. A grinder is not going to hate on a grinder. It's the people who want to be like you, the people who want to be where you are. The people who are envious of you are the people that's going to hate and criticize you and judge you. So don't care about them. Don't care about what they saying because they want to be you one day. They want to be where you at. Don't care about that. And the fifth thing is, bro, the 90% of average people don't take responsibility. They don't know how to take responsibility. The average person is going to blame circumstances. They're going to blame luck. They're going to blame other people for their situation, for their failures. It's called TOB, turn to blame. The average people are not going to take responsibility for what's going on in their life, for their situations. They're going to blame because the sky turned orange. They're going to blame because this person said this, or they're going to blame because, oh, he got lucky. I'm not getting lucky yet. That's why I'm failing. It's too late. It's too dark outside, so I can't put in work. It's too early, so I can't put in work. They're not going to take responsibility. They're going to TOB. They're going to turn the blame on everything else except themselves. That's what average people do. The top 10% take responsibility for their situations. They take responsibility for their actions. Be that person that takes responsibility. The people that reach their full potential, the people that are successful, the people that achieve their goals and reach their dreams are the people that also own their failures. They take responsibility and they adjust. They own their failures and they adjust. They don't blame everybody else. They don't blame because it's too early or it's because it's too late. They don't blame luck. They don't blame other people. They don't blame circumstances. They own their mistakes. They own their failures, and they adjust. They grow from them. That's the person you got to be. If you want to be in that top 10%, you got to take responsibility. Don't be the person that turns the blame on everything else. Don't be the person that doesn't take responsibility. Don't be the person that takes responsibility and reach your full potential. If you don't want to be average, bro, you got to think about one thing that you're going to change today. One thing. Change that thing and then go change another one. Don't be average, bro. Be in that top 10%. That's not average. Be in that top 10% that reaches their full potential, reaches their goals, reaches their dreams. Be in that top 10%. Don't be average, bro. Don't stay in this 90%. Don't. Go put the work in. Go grind every single day. Take responsibility. Don't be scared of failure. Master discipline. Master consistency. Think long term instead of short term. And don't fall in the comfort zone trap. But that'll be all for this video, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you like this video, go hit that sub button. We're on the way to 200 subs. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one.